Yo, what's up, guys? Great win tonight for the Toronto Raptors, defeating the Portland Trail Blazers 110-98. Another solid road win tonight for the Toronto Raptors, guys, making it their 15th win on the road this season, a 15-9 record on the road. The Raptors last year only had 12 wins on the road last year, guys. Just another positive performance tonight by the Raptors, especially in that fourth quarter. Just a spectacular fourth quarter by the Raptors defensively. Man, they played some good ball tonight. Obviously, wasn't the prettiest of games. Portland shot 20% from the field in the first quarter. The Raptors didn't shoot the ball well either, in that first half as well. But I thought the Raptors did some very good things defensively, of course. Portland obviously started shooting the ball a lot better in the second half. In the third quarter, they were 7 of 13 from the field, I think, from three-point line, guys. So Portland started coming back in the game a little bit. They took the lead at one point, but I thought the Raptors did a good job, with their offensive possessions. Mamu having back-to-back 20-point games for the first time in his career, did some really good things with the cut and popping, screening and popping up for the three, or screening and rolling down low to the post there, guys. So I really liked what Mamu did, especially taking advantage against a big man like Kling there, where obviously he's going to stay down low more in the paint, where Mamu could easily, like I mentioned, pop, shoot the three-pointer, and then sometimes even roll down low, beat him with his speed. And he did that tonight. Drew a couple and ones tonight, made a couple threes. Also had 9 rebounds tonight, I'm pretty sure. 6 rebounds, sorry. 6 rebounds and 4 assists tonight. But still a solid performance by Mamu. This guy here has been an incredible addition for the Raptors. And with Murray Boyles and obviously Jakob Poeltl, of course, he's really needed to play extended minutes, especially in that 5 spot. And I think he's done a really good job. And then we've obviously gotten RJ Barrett back tonight, which is huge, missing the last 7 games due to an ankle sprain. Of course, RJ played only 21 minutes tonight, had 10 points, but I thought they were productive minutes tonight. RJ's going to get his feet back going again, obviously trying to get his feet wet again and getting used to NBA game speed again. But I thought he had some good moments tonight. But you got to give credit to Scotty Barnes, Brandon Ingram, Emmanuel Quickly. Those guys really stepped it up tonight in this game tonight. B.I. getting doubled sometimes in this game. Had a really great fadeaway shot at one point in this game. Really great shot by Brandon Ingram there, having 20 points tonight and 7 rebounds for 7 of 15 shooting. B.I. doesn't make every shot, but sometimes he makes some vital shots. Made some big threes, made some big 2-pointers tonight, guys. So Brandon Ingram again made some really vital baskets in the fourth quarter, especially when we needed him most. Same with Scotty Barnes getting down low, beating Klingon a couple times. Really good job by Scotty as well. But 6 blocks on top of 15 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. Just Scotty Barnes just shows the importance of this team, the versatility that he brings to this team. It sickens me how disrespected he is because he plays in Canada for the Raptors. The league doesn't just respect him as a player, as it seems like that voting for Scotty Barnes was just absolutely disrespect, if you ask me. Scotty should have even been a starter over a couple guys in that starting 5 for the All-Star team, guys. But Scotty has been immense for this Raptors team. All defense, guys, possibly a defensive player of the year candidate for sure, obviously, but he had some vital minutes in this game today. Scotty, at the end of the game, having 2 blocks there at the end was great to see how animated he was. Did some great things down low in the paint there on offense. So I really loved Scotty's game again. Obviously not the most points tonight, but Scotty helps the Raptors in many ways, as we've seen from time in and time out this season, guys. But you give Emmanuel Quickly some credit as well. 9 for 15 from the field, 20 points tonight, 8 rebounds, 7 assists tonight, guys. Quickly had some great minutes as well. Had some key 3-pointers. I liked how we slowed the game down a bit sometimes, though. Raptors were very calculated, made some great passes when they had to, shot the ball when they had the openings. Quickly did some great things tonight. He did some really good things with Mamu with the screen and rolling, like I mentioned there. So really liked what I saw today from Emmanuel Quickly. But listen, guys, I will say this. We don't win this game today without getting the contributions from Ochai Agbaji and Grady Dick. Those two combined for 20 points today. Grady played 24 minutes. Ochai played 21. Both had 10 points today. I thought Ochai did some really good things defensively. So did Grady. Grady made a 3. He made a couple shots as well. Same with Ochai. Made a couple shots. Made a great alley-oop there with Grady. So those two there, guys, those 20 points were vital for the Raptors in this game today. They were the only 2 guys on the bench today to give the Raptors points other than Jamison Battle with that 1 3-pointer he had. They were the only 2 guys that provided anything off the bench today. Obviously, Mobile played 3 minutes today. Wasn't very effective today. Then you had Battle, who only played 9 minutes, and Jamal played 19 minutes. Jamal Shead played 19 minutes with 0 points. So if it wasn't for those 20 points today, we don't win this ball game today. So give Ochai and Grady some credit today. They've had a really rough season, but tonight they really had some valuable minutes tonight for the Toronto Raptors to give them this win tonight, guys. And listen, Portland's on a really good run right now. Okay, Portland had won 4 in a row. They had won 11 of their last 13 or 14, something like that. We're really playing some good ball now. I understand Portland did have some important players like Danny Advia, had a lower back strain, of course. You had no Murray, no Thibault, no Scoot Henderson, no Robert Williams. Obviously, Damian Lillard's out for the year with a torn Achilles. So the Blazers were missing some guys, and they've been on a really good run. So and they got some good players on their team. You got Jrue Holiday, who had 21 points, two-time NBA champion. Of course, you had Shaedon Sharpe, who's having an incredible year. Really stepping it up for the Blazers. His points production has gone up through the roof. He's averaging like over 21 a game now. So he had 21 tonight. He's a really nice player, Canadian as well. So you have him. Clingan, this guy here, 16 rebounds, 13 points tonight, man. The Raptors had some difficulty with this guy in the first half a little bit and in the third quarter, but the Raptors did a good job making some adjustments. This guy here did miss some shots as well, some easy buckets, made his life a little bit difficult. Portland did them shoot themselves in the foot a little bit, missing a lot of shots, missing some easy baskets, but I also do credit the Raptors for playing some really tight defense in this game. But Clingan, really made it difficult for the Raptors at times in this game because of his size. We're obviously undermanned like we had in the Laker game. Of course, had some troubles there in that game there. Portland tried playing the zone a bit in this game, but the Raptors did a good job breaking that down a little bit. So Clingan gave us some difficulties, but I thought the Raptors did a very good job on him in this game. Kamara gave us some trouble as well. He was making some shots as well in this game, especially in the third quarter. He finishes off with 16 points and 6 rebounds. But again, Raptors did a good job defensively today, especially in the fourth quarter, really neutralizing Portland, forcing them to take difficult shots, forcing them to drive the lane, guys. And the Raptors were able to prevent the Blazers from coming back in this game. The Raptors offensively, like I mentioned, very calculated offensively, especially in that fourth, making the right shots, making the right passes, drawing fouls. They did a great job in this game. They finished off the game shooting 53% from the field, of course. You shoot 65% from free throws, which that was a little bit better. 31% from three. We obviously know how the Raptors do there. 51 rebounds to 57, so Portland won that battle. 14 offensive rebounds for the Blazers. That's majority of Clingan being down low in the paint there, guys. But I still felt the Raptors did a good job. Portland got a lot of second chance opportunities in this game today, guys. That's why they were able to stay in this game today. But 28 assists for the Raptors on 45 field goals made. Portland at 22. You had 7 steals each, 9 blocks for the Raptors compared to Portland's 3. 16 turnovers. Gotta limit that. That hurt the Raptors a lot in this game today, was turnovers. Gotta prevent that. Gotta limit that a bit. We actually had more points in the paint, ironically enough, than the Blazers did. We had 64 points compared to the Blazers' 46. So we did a very good job getting down in the paint there. That's what prevented the Blazers from running the zone majority of the game today, because the Raptors were able to get down low in the paint there. 19 second chance points for the Raptors compared to Portland's 15. That's great to see. And again, 16 fast break points to Portland's 7. We're the best fast break team in the NBA, guys. The Raptors prove it again tonight with, as soon as we get a rebound, push that ball up the floor. We did that a few times. We saw Scotty pushing the ball, moving that ball forward a bit. They're doing some great things, finding the outlet there. Really liked what I saw tonight by the Raptors. 16 points for both teams off turnovers tonight, guys. It was a very rigid game, a very tough game, very back and forth at times in this game. But the Raptors find a way to win this game, outscoring Portland in that fourth quarter, 34-24, and holding Portland to 12 points in the first quarter. Man, the Blazers were shooting so badly in that first quarter, only shooting 20%, like I mentioned. I said to myself, there is no way they're going to be shooting this bad the rest of the game. They obviously picked it up a little bit, shooting 40% from the field, but shooting 29% from three. A team shooting worse than us from three-point land doesn't happen very often. Hey, but listen, guys, we will take it, man. But you know what? The Raptors, they've been playing some good ball on this Western road trip. 3 straight wins for them, guys, beating obviously Golden State, Sacramento. Now beating Portland after coming off that bad loss to the Lakers. Now you got one more game on this 5-game road trip in the Oklahoma City Thunder's home, playing the defending NBA champion. That is not going to be an easy game. If the Raptors somehow find a way to win that game, you come home with a 4-1 Western road trip, that would be spectacular to say the least, guys. But that is going to be a tall task for the Raptors, guys. But I'm pretty sure the Pacers beat the Thunder tonight. I'm pretty sure in Oklahoma City. So I got to double check that, but I'm pretty sure that is the case, guys. But we'll see how the Raptors do in Oklahoma on Sunday night, guys. Great win for the Raptors again tonight, guys. We'd love to hear your comments and opinions about this game tonight, guys. Like this video. Subscribe if you guys want to see more content. Go Raptors, go as always, guys. We'll see you guys on the next episode of Raptors Unfiltered. Ciao, guys.